alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Now Wilson on second down. Dancing to his left. Stays on his feet. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, Flacco to throw. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, they go with Dixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. They'll run again here with West. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this one caught by Max Williams. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Caught left side, Williams. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So Richard Sherman in on the action there, and he was in on the action in Week 4. He had career picks number 27 and 28.
He knows how to accept the challenge, doesn't he? And Brandon Marshall of the Jets presents a huge challenge. And every time I watch Richard Sherman play, I just think about how he plays his position with such intelligence. No wasted motions, very few false steps, and it paid off big as he helped Seattle to a victory.
They'll run it with West. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. What a start it's been to the year for Tucker. AFC Special Teams Player of the Month in September. 9 for 9 on field goals, including 3 over 50.
So in other words, they're pretty much in field goal range from just about anywhere on the field with him, right?
In other words, he's good.
Yeah, I mean, look, what is that? 3 Player of the Month awards now. It ties him with Ed Reed and Matt Stover in Ravens history. And I'll guarantee you this, none of them can sing opera like Justin Tucker.
Explanation?
Well, you've not seen this?
I haven't.
I mean, that was his major, I believe, at the University of Texas. And last year during the holidays, I think he sang with the symphony there in Baltimore. I mean, he's absolutely impressive. Get a tape. You got to see this.
With a little break here, looking down at the Week 5 NFL ledger, I'm really looking forward to that Giants-Packers game Sunday night.
That's just one of those traditional matchups in the NFL. They used to play for championships back in the good old days.
Yeah, we also have Tom Brady coming back, and he'll be visiting Cleveland.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one, but what about Carson Wentz? They're still calling it Wentzylvania, and he's got a big matchup going to Detroit.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, someone, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the ground, rolls. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's third and short. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The big fella. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They come out here in the eye. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tiger, C.J. Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Flacco now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Max Williams from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Wilson on second down. It's caught. Block it. Oh, one more time.
Won't he just stand still?
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
Now it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got time. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zadarius Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Lockett, the man in motion. On second down, Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Flacco. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. On the ground, it's West again. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
This is West. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Steps away, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Wallace, 35 yards. and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Setting up to throw, Flacco.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
In motion left, Curse. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The intended target done Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes just like that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down, looking for someone to throw to. That is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
2nd down following the run. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? Was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.